But yeah, let me make sure that the audio is being picked up as I start. Yep, that's good. Okay, and my talkie icon is up. Time to start. But yeah, last time we did the first of the new raids because it took a while for us to get the gear needed to start the raid itself. But this time we're continuing on and doing the second. Gonna check and see what the second is and then do the second. Without further ado, let's get started. Yana? Daring Devils. Yana appears to have something on her mind. Now then, there's a bit of time before your next bout. That's because your opponent originally would have been none other than Wicked Thunder, Airtrope. For reasons we know all too well, they have to call up a replacement, and who that is hasn't been decided yet. So let's head back to the gym for now. With some luck, Ratsara has made some progress on the rescue. And let me just say, I need to step away real quick to finish something, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to finish up a chore really quick, so yeah. Let's head to the back room. Not the back room, what's it called again? The Tri-Tails training ground. I don't know why I didn't use the Ethernet. I should have. Don't mind the fact that Ruby has been shouted out twice in the chat, if you can see that. I had to make do some tests on my shoutout, thing. Youth's father. How, how dreadful. Sniff, sob, sniff. That's the boy from before. What could be the matter? Hey now, what's wrong? Your gym. They've wrecked it. What? Who? Why? Hey there, kitty cat. We made ourselves at home while you were out. You're the ones who did this? We heard this was the unenhanced hook enhanced cooked Cook's hideout. Cook's haunt. So we decided to drop by to say hello. What have we here? It's the gym. It's the gym. It's the dynamic duo who have taken tag team matches by storm. The the extremes. Could they be Wolfmage's next opponent? The unenhanced warrior is a singles specialist, though, so I expect he'll be pitted against only one of them. Which brother will it be that takes the ring? Older or the older, cool and collected Deep Blue, or the younger, fierce and fiery Red Hot? It'll be both of us, naturally. We don't work any other way. Don't worry, though. We'll tag in and out, so it'll be a fair fight. You're cool with that, right? Come at me together if you like. That's the only way you can win. Big words, Bait Shot, but we won't break the rules, right, bro? We wouldn't, but don't we always? No, we wouldn't. Oh, that's what you mean to... Oh, that was meant to be a secret. Not another word out of you. We've had a good ride so far, Kook, but it won't... You've had a good ride so far, Kook, but it won't go so smoothly if you're on our turf. We're gonna wipe out, and you're gonna wipe out and wipe out hard. And there you have it, your next opponents. Please see to your preparations and come to the green room. And I'm sorry for this awful mess. There was nothing I could do to prevent it. This isn't a good time for a tour, I'm afraid. Would you mind coming back after we've sorted things out? Those bastards did a real number. Wait. Where are the kittens? They're safe, thankfully. They sensed the danger and fled upstairs. I actually arrived earlier and witnessed them in the act. I was furious and wanted to stop them, but I feared it would draw the president's attention. Forgive me. I have news. We found a promising lead on Ionian air troops whereabouts. Truly? One of Honey's devoted fans is an employee at the Ar- Ar- Ascension Arcadian, and he divulged the details of a secret at the company complex. Thanks to him, now know the right. We now know that right after your sisters were kidnapped, they curiously doubled the watch in a certain area. According to Green, it's a it's a plushy reception hall used to entertain important guests. In all likelihood, that's where the girls are being held. While the security is tight, we have a plan to create an opening and mount a rescue. Sugar will use her magic to cause a commotion, which I'll exploit to sneak inside. That's quite a daring strategy, but I have faith that you can pull it off. We will carry out the mission during your next match. If you do what you do best and put on a good show, the attention you draw to the ring would only aid our cause. So you'll be pitted against the extremes next. It reminds me of my own time fighting as a tag team with Hector, when we were still no-name newcomers. What? Why have I never heard about this? Our signature move was the ultimate Mega Bomb kick. Hector would encase me in flames and send me flying at our opponents. Not only did it look impressive, it also had some kick to it as well. Pardon the pun. Alas, we hardly drew any spectators, so management disbanded our team. We were still trying to find our place back then. But getting back to the president, like all tag teams, the Extremes will unleash powerful coordinated attacks. Take care when you face them. Well, I suppose we'd better head to the green room. The mess can wait for now. Well, let's head to the next match. That's the wrong way. Hopefully we can still get into the match without having to up our item level again. Let's see, Yana? Right. Let's take a closer look at your opponents. Red Hot and Deep Blue, who formed the popular tag team The Extremes. They're, they're originally professional surfers who rose to fame with their feats at Solution 9's artificial wave pool. The brothers harness the souls of storm divers, great lizards capable of manipulating the elements, to perform dangerous techniques. As you can probably guess, Deep Blue commands water, while Red Hot wields flames. I'd say brothers. I say brothers, but they're obviously not related by blood. It's just a part of their gimmick. Having said that, they do make a fearsome team. To echo Retsara, you'll need to be ready for their coordinated attacks. Once you've dealt with them, you'll be just one bout away from becoming Grand Champion. So get out there and give those gym wreckers what for. We'll see who's the one who wipes out. AAC Heavyweight M2, now accessible. Now hopefully it won't require new gear. It doesn't. Okay, good. Let's queue up. Let's get a new glam up. Yeah, this'll do. Looks like it's a decently short queue, even as a DPS. Let's go. Oh, okay. I hope they don't have a mechanic that allows them to get back up if one of them goes down. This is actually a really good song, gotta admit. This is a lot more manageable than the last fight. There we go. Let's see what I get from loot for this week. I've already got him one ring. I think I can only have one of those. But I'm gonna... Nope. What else do I have? Pants should be good. Okay, I can't get anything else. There we go. Talk to Yana. You did it again, Wolf Mage. Even together, the brothers were no match for you. Seeing you humbled those smug thugs really made my day. Serves them right for making a mess of my gym. Challenger and Champion. Satisfaction is writ on plain on Yana's face. With this, you've earned your title shot against the Grand Champion. You'll need to be more prepared than ever for that bout. But for now, a good rest is in order. Let's head back to the gym. First Femme Fatale and now both the extremes at once. You're incredible. I knew you'd beat those bullies, Wolf Mage. You looked so cool out there. It ain't over till it's over. How will you fare when you've no simulacra at your disposal? Cowards. That was a scythe, a greatsword, and a great axe. Honorless curs, you are a blight upon the Arcadian. Begone from my sight. It's the tyrant. What's the Grand Champion doing here? Put up your weapon, Challenger. A true warrior does not engage his opponents outside the sacred ring. I am the Grand Champion of the Ascension Arcadian Championship. And I know you all, and I all know all about you, upstart. You think yourself a babyface who brings change, but to me, you are a heel who would tear down our tradition. That's right, you're nothing but a villain. If you are resolved to destroy the Arcadian as we know it, it is only meet that you understand how it came to be. Listen well. It all began with the president's ancestors. The man was a noble in the kingdom of Limblum, known for his love and patronage of theatrical arts. When the storm scourge came to a head, he was forced to flee his homeland. For years he wandered at the endless wastes until... Oh my god! I'm gonna have to read all this. Okay, events. Endless waste until he, in desperation, he sought refuge here in the enemy nation of Alexandria. To his great surprise, the Alexandrians welcomed him with open arms, and in the sight of them toiling hand in hand to build their new lives, he saw a vision of that ancient paradise of myth, Arcadia. He longed to repay the kindness he received, and at length found the answer in the fighting contests that the people enjoyed in secret as a diversion. Using the riches he had brought with him, he created a new form of entertainment, one that blends thrilling fights and gripping theatrics. Thus was the Arcadian born. Alas, it did not endure in its original iteration. As survival grew more challenging, it became increasingly difficult to host matches. Eventually, they ceased to be held altogether, and the Arcadian was all but forgotten. The years passed. Achievements in Electro brought stability, and the advent of soul technology has seen a sense of security. For the first time in generations, Alexandrians experienced tedium. Wishing to provide the excitement they crave, the president revived the Arcadian and held matches that pitted recreated simulacra against each other. And when the people clamored for fiercer fights, he satisfied them by introducing the use of feral souls. In this way, he did the Arcadian rise up to become the premier of the entertainment in Alexandria and a pillar of our culture. This is the Arcadian's history, the legacy that lives on in its sacred halls. This is what you seek to destroy. Feral souls are the very soul of we fighters, and we will not allow an outsider to decide our culture and take them away from us. Hear, hear. All hail the tyrant, the one true king of the Arcadian. You can satisfy people even unenhanced. Feral souls obfuscate the true splendor of battle. Exactly. More than a spectacle, I want to see a real fight. That's where the excitement lies. You may have garnered attention for fighting unenhanced, but in the end you are not more than a heel intended to create excitement. It is your fate to fall. As you saw for yourself, the tyrant's a fierce force to be reckoned with, even when not using a feral soul. What's more, as Grand Champion, he has free access to the soul repository and can choose the best soul for each opponent. That makes it hard to offer advice. If only we knew which soul he'd use when we'd have something to work with. Anyway, let's get back to the gym. I'm anxious to know. I'm anxious now. I'm ex. I'm anxious how the rescue mission went. Ratsara and the others haven't returned yet. I hope they're alright. Yana! Naomi! Oh, thank goodness. I'm sorry, we weren't able to rescue Airtrope. We found Naomi in the recuperation hall, but there was no sign of Airtrope, and no time to search for her. The kidnappers removed Airtrope's regulator when they abducted us, and then took her somewhere else. Removed her regular? Oh no. That's what they do to the immortalized. Oh, come on now. Don't lose heart yet. Times like these, you gotta keep on grooving. Have some tact, will you? We're talking about their sister. No, he's right. Now isn't the time to be fearing the worst. It's already a blessing that Naomi is safe and sound. Still, I doubt the president will sit idly in response. I worry that he might do what he might do next. You can rest easy in that front. We actually have a collaborator on the inside. Met him. We approached him without expectation, but were pleasantly surprised when he agreed to help. He's converted he's contrived to make it so the president doesn't learn of our foray in his. Excuse me, I missed that last word. In a hurry. Okay. Furthermore, Metem has an idea where Airtrope might be. He promised he would see her safely returned. Metem did all that. Perhaps I misjudged him. He might be the president's pawn. I feel uneasy too, but to be honest, but right now we don't have any other choice but to trust him. Alright, I have some good news too. While I was locked away in the reception hall, I was able to access a terminal and retrieved some useful information. That is, the tyrant's data. In the upcoming title match, he intends to use the soul of a behemoth. Naomi, that's amazing. Wolfmage will have a much better chance now thanks to you. I expect the preparations for the match will be finished soon, so let's head to the Arcadian. We can discuss the fight in details there. I'll be over soon. Once Airtrope has been freed and you've become Grand Champion, no one will fight with feral souls again, and those afflicted with Psychronius can be cured. As before, we're counting on you, Wolfmage. We'll be praying for your triumph. It seems Palm wants to join you. Perhaps she thinks Hector will be at the Arcadian. Maybe she wants to cheer Wolfmage on as well. Let's bring her along, eh? Let me check something really quick. Okay. I need to do something really quick. I need to do something really quick. Okay, so that wasn't... Okay, that's good. Okay. Need to check something. Okay. But yeah, let's continue on. Let's talk to Yana. Right, let's make our way to the Arcadian. Given the huge publicly publicity surrounding the match, there's bound to be some fans along the way. Why don't not take a moment to talk to them? I expect they'll have some words of encouragement for you. You can do it, Wolf Mage. You can beat the tyrant and become Grand Champion. When I grow up, I'm going to become a fighter like you. Then we can form a tag team together and teach the bad guys a lesson. Friendly fan. Wolfmage, I can't believe your heavyweight title match is already happening. I have every faith that you will win, usher in a new era for the Arcadian. Now that we can, we are now that we're connected to the outside world, our society has begun to change. It's only natural that the Arcadian change as well. The unstoppable upstart is speaking to me. What an honor. Truth be told, I lost someone dear to me in the recent attack. But as I was wallowing in grief, I saw you facing your foes entirely unenhanced. It gave me courage to carry on. The courage to carry on. Not only, I'm not only. I'm not the only one either. There are many others like me who are inspired by your unfaltering figure in the ring. And to see you become Grand Champion would make the greatest inspiration of all. Hearing from the fans really fires you up, doesn't it? They inspire you as much as you inspire them. Come on, let's continue to the green room. I've been awaiting your arrival, Wolf Mage. And this is... She wants to cheer Wolf Mage on. Is that a problem? That's not a problem, is it? No, certainly not. If you would please follow me. Okay, sorry about that. We had a minor disconnect. But you didn't miss anything. Well, here we finally are. The heavyweight title match. I'm starting to feel a little nervous, I have to admit. Seems she wants to find her master. Just like Ritsara said, it's heartbreaking. Right, better focus. I suppose this'll be the last time for this, but let's take a look at your opponent. The reigning grand champion of the Arcadian, the Tyrant. Prior to becoming a fighter, he was a peerless hunter renowned for his mastery of all weapons. In the ring, he wields an arsenal of arms and freely switches between them as the situation demands. Based on the information Nayuni found, he'll be using the soul of the behemoth and a full beast, a fell beast that possesses terrible strength and magic. In addition to powerful physical attacks, he'll unleash devastating whirlwinds and meteors. More than ever, you'll have to take care. Now, get out there and win the one last time. Claim the title and usher in a new era for the Arcadian. One where lives aren't sacrificed for entertainment. So given that this is the championship match, I wonder what the final raid is going to be. Because there's always 4 in each tier. Let's change up our glam again. Yeah, let's go with this. Yeah, that looks good. Let's do this. Iron Fist, the Tyrant. I'm guessing this is out. Okay, axe is out. Greatsword. That's a cross. Okay. So it's scythe first, which is in. Then sword, which is cross. And axe, which is out. That's greatsword, which is a cross. That's not a cross. Nope. Oops. should have used my movement a little earlier. Nope, I slid off. This is an onslaught if I've ever seen one. Come on. We can do this. Yeah. I think I need 2 legs to... get the... There we go. There we go. Mage has oh. Okay. Mage has deposed the tyrant to rise up as the grand champion. Oh, what brings the referee out? I am pleased to see I was not mistaken about you. That voice, it's the president? None other. Though this is obviously not my true form, I am in my quarters on the uppermost floor. A deal's a deal. Tell us where the drop of life is. It is here with me. Come, I shall give it to you. You have earned a personal audience. The drop of life? I haven't the faintest what this is about, but I better take a camera to capture these events. What is that monstrosity? The lindworm, legendary serpent of Eld and namesake of my homeland. By infusing myself with its soul, I have come to assume its form. The president has become a terrifying creature? And those people, why are they're they're the immortalized? Airtrope? Metem, why is she? You promised you would save her. I'm truly sorry, but it seems he was one step ahead of us. You have served me well, Metem, but I have long been aware of your duplicity. Arrayed behind me are all the fighters who have been immortalized. With each feral transformation, their souls were ravaged until they ultimately met their demise. A pitiable fate. They shall make a fitting audience for the final act. Here, in this faithfully recreated Limblum Theater. To use the bodies of the departed as decoration is the pure. This is pure depravity. People of Alexandria, in my mission to bring you ever more thrilling entertainment, you have given. I have given my very body and soul. I acquired the power of the mighty Lindworm, and Thrince sought to create fighters who could offer me fierce contest. Alas, all died prematurely, taken by a soul-consuming affliction. But at last they know they may know peace, for the one I have long awaited has appeared. With the actors thus assembled, the greatest show in Arcadian history may finally begin. In feverish high shall all sorrow and tedium be swept away. This is unconscionable. How could the president do such a thing simply for entertainment? Unenhanced warrior, know that you have merely become a heavyweight champion. If you wish to be crowned the true grand champion, you must defeat me. I'll send you slithering back into your hole. That's the spirit. See to it you spare no preparation. Nothing short of perfection will suffice for our performance. A shocking truth has been revealed, and the final match has been set. How will this harrowing tale conclude? To think that the fighters were dying from the using feral souls. Just because we wanted thrills. The Arcadian was my escape, but if I'd known the price of it. If this is the way it is, then our only hope is for this unstoppable is for the unstoppable upstart to win. That's right. Let's all cheer him on against the evil president. Air trope. Not you too, air trope. Not you too. Spell speed. Glory incarnate. Yana is beside herself with grief. Deep down I feared we might be too late. I'd steeled myself for the worst, but the reality was too much to bear. When I saw how the president had exploited my sister and all those others, I tried to use a feral soul without thinking. I was nothing more than I was nothing more than to. I wanted nothing more than to fight with you, but I know I'd only hold you back, and I'd be a fool to tempt fate again with a feral soul. In his twisted mind, the president might think this is just a show, but to me, this is a reckoning. For Airtrope and all of the fallen fighters, bring that monster to justice, Wolf Mage. Okay, I was expecting... I was not expecting to fight the president, honestly. The final match. Well, that was a practically instant queue. Even for a DPS, that's impressive. Glory Incarnate, the Lindworm. Oh, looks like I need to go here. This is a bop. This is a bop. I'm gonna turn up the music real quick. Ow, fuck. Yeah, this is a bop. Oh, lag. Oh. Come on, we can do this. Okay, so that's what happens if you get trapped and can't get out. Ah, I am not good at this. Oh, barely missed getting out of that. This is a fucking bop. I'm dead. Again. Come on. I suck at this. Yeah! Yeah! Player commends giving it to that red mage that did work. Let's get the boot. One of the rings. I'm gonna need on this. Let's go. I received a player command. Yee. You did it, Wolf Mage. Just as I thought you would. Now, tell us where the drop of life is. We won't allow anyone else to die. That which you seek lies before you. The ether yielded by the lindworm's heart is the stimulant for regeneration factor. Now set aside your grief, for Airtrope and the other fighters have not perished. Everyone can still be saved. Everyone except the president. What? Everything has been part of the president's plan to produce the cure to Cycronius. When the first fighter was diagnosed with the disease, the president was utterly shaken. He cured He cursed himself forever, introducing the use of feral souls. Determined to find a cure, he turned to the treasure that had been passed down through his line, the egg of a lindworm, a creature known for its phenomenal regenerative abilities. After much experimentation, he ultimately extracted the soul of the unborn beast and took it into himself. And though he transformed into a monstrosity possessed of preternatural regeneration, he sadly could not use his power to heal others. To make matters worse, the power meant he was forever locked in its serpentine form. So it was that he was forced to confine himself to this mausoleum. For a small blessing, his regulator still allowed him to control over the Arcadian's devices, and he could remotely operate machinery. That was how he was able to make contact with me and convey his intent to sacrifice himself and have the cure made from his heart. Alas, the lindworm was too powerful. Even the tyrant proved no match, and the Arcadian remained in operation as the search continued for a warrior capable of defeating him. Those fighters who developed Cycronius had been retired and put into a deep sleep, a cold stasis to keep the disease from at bay until they could be cured. It was for this reason that Airtrope was kidnapped, and the president limited subjects to subject sub the president limit lamented subjecting more souls to the disease, but for want of other solutions, he could only press on with his plan. If that's the truth, then why didn't you tell us? The president was nothing if a showman. He dedicated his regrets and his desire for atonement and indeed his very life to bringing greater thrill to the masses. In doing so, he would promote fiercer competition and give rise to ever stronger fighters, one whom he hoped would rise up to challenge him. It was to keep the competition running that the disease was kept secret, and though many fighters showed promise, it seemed as though none would ever transcend the tyrant. That is until you appeared. From the moment he saw you, the president was certain that you'd be the one to defeat him. All he needed to do was spur you on, and to do so, he cast you as a rebel who would tear down the Arcadian, and himself as the greatest heel it has ever known. The man couldn't help but turn everything into spectacle. It's so absurd. One can't help but admire it. So this entire time we've been puppets to the president's play. Confound it, he's already recovered. We'll help too. It's no good. Everyone listen up. The question can wait. Right now, I need you to... Damn. Need all to channel me your ether. Use it, Wolf Mage. Our combined power. We need to finish him now. You fought well, champion. Leave the rest to us. The president confided in us long ago. We've been acting according to his instructions. It was my duty to serve as the challenger's final test. To ensure their hands would not be sullied. It was the battle of a lifetime. Even without feral souls, the Arcadian's future is bright. Hector, I thought you were gone. That you died after becoming that fiend. I thought the same, but when I woke up, I was myself again. Mentem explained everything after that. The president had given me less potent souls for the bout, and then his people restored me back to normal. I've been resting in the Arcadian infirmary since, but when I saw what was happening on the broadcast, nothing could keep me from coming to help. I might have pushed myself too hard. Forget I forgot I had this little disease. Right, that we should move everyone to the infirmary immediately and have the cure created. I shall personally tend to matters from here. Every soul will be saved, given I give you my word. I watched the broadcast from start to finish. You are absolutely amazing, Wolf Mage. Though it's taken some time, you've inspired me to change my view towards souls like Yana. I've decided to remove my regulator as well. By the way, some people from the Arcadian dropped by earlier to apologize for the president's deception. They even helped me fix the gym. It's been quite a whirlwind of events, but it seems the worst is over. All that remains is to pray that everyone is cured. Sometime later, I'm pleased to see that the treatment was effective. Everyone has made a full recovery from Psychonius. The symptoms are completely gone. I feel like myself again thanks to the cure. And of course, to you as well, Wolf Mage. Yana has told me all. Words do not suffice to show my gratitude. Please accept my thanks. Yeah, mine too. I owe you one. Before setting off for their homes, every heavyweight fighter and those who were in stasis also expressed their heartfelt gratitude for you. And it'd be remiss of me not to do the same. Thank you, Wolf Mage. I meanwhile must apologize to everyone. Though it was to conceal the president's plan, the fact remains that I deceived you. I am truly sorry. And here I thought you were the true mastermind. Me, the mastermind? You give me too much credit. I've not the imagination for to conceive such an audacious plan. That said, I did work behind the scenes to ensure all went according to script. In light of this, perhaps I could be considered the mastermind. In the end, everything is as the president had hoped. Wherever he is now, he too would doubtless be overjoyed. He sacrificed himself to save us all. Another debt I can never repay. The president actually had one last wish, that those who still bear love for the Arcadian, even after everything, continue to fight and bring excitement to the fans. He really had us figured out. It's as if we are still dancing to the plum of his in the top palm of his hand. Lest you wonder, I have arranged for the souls in the repository to be set free, as you desired. Never again shall feral souls be wielded in the Arcadian. From now on, matches will only be fought between unenhanced warriors. The upstart's revolution was a success. This means, however, that there are none at present who could offer you contest. Until our fighters become strong enough, I'm afraid we won't have any matches for you. I was looking forward to defending my title. I'm sure the day will come soon. I think I speak for everyone when I say I'd love to face you unenhanced. I won't stop training until I'm ready. Now then, there is to be a crowning ceremony for the new Grand Champion. Naturally, it can't begin without you, so pray come to the green room at your earliest convenience. I honestly thought... I did not expect this turn of events, to say the least. I thought the president was an actual bad guy. The ceremony will be held in the very ring we fought in. It wasn't all that long ago, yet somehow it feels like an age. But come, everyone's already out there waiting. Make sure you dress for the occasion, because all of Alexandria will be watching. Commence ceremony. My fellow citizens, we are gathered to recognize a new Grand Champion in the Arcadian, an unstoppable force of nature who tore through every obstacle in his way. Please join me in welcoming this radiant star to the stage. The man who boldly ushered in revolution, the unenhanced yet undefeated king of the Arcadian, Mage Corwin. Hold it right there. It's a farce that you're Grand Champion. I fear to accept it. Oh my, the Brook Bombers barged into Wolfmage's ceremony again. Does the man never learn? I demand a raid. Just you and me, unenhanced. Not so fast. Watching you get tossed aside by Wolf Mage would hardly be entertaining. I'll be your opponent. The Black Cat has leaped into the ring. I dare say this should be an event without with the president no longer with us. It falls to my humble self to authorize the matches. And on this occasion, I'm pleased to approve the impromptu exhibition. Let this be the clash to crescent the Arcadian's rebirth. She's she's the she's the claw that gleams in revolution's shadow, the rebel that prowls the dark black cat. He's the man who's been to hell and lived to tell the tale. The incorrigible, reprehensible brute bomber. This is silly. Speak to Yana in the green room. Complete. I did it. I beat the brute bomber. Sorry for spoiling your moment with that charade, but we wanted to kick off the new era of the Arcadian with a bang. Metam came up with the last-minute script, and I agreed to join in. Retired fighters have been returning as well, eager to fight in unenhanced matches. We're all going to do our best to keep the Arcadian exciting. And as you might have noticed, everyone's decided to remove their regulators. That's because we won't be needing souls anymore, feral or otherwise. Meanwhile, since you have no equal, you've been granted the title of Eternal Grand Champion and entered into the Hall of Fame. You're already a legend, basically. Now, though you may not be able to fight, we still love to see you. So don't be a stranger, and drop by the gym or the green room from time to time. As much as I hate to admit, we played to the president's hand from the start, but it was only because you were the protagonist of his script that we could bring the tale to a happy conclusion. We truly couldn't have done it without you, our unenhanced grand champion. So please allow me to thank you again. We're forever in your debt. The Ring Reprieve Orchestrion Roll. And with that, we've completed the raid series for post Dawntrail. And I think we're going to end the stream there for now. I hope you guys enjoyed my stream. I hope you guys stop by again. Until next time, I've been Wolfmage1011. I'll see you guys then. Bye!